Welcome back, everybody, to the Birdies and Bourbon Show. Dan, I'm going to be enjoying this barrel pick for the duration of this show. So, unlike the Byron Nelson, hopefully we won't have any delays, but we shall see. Hey, by the way, listeners, we're going to go ahead and jump straight into the PGA Championship in the first part of the show, and then we're going to recap the Byron Nelson. We had a great time attending the Mitsubishi Electric Classic at Sugarloaf. Got to meet a bunch of players. That was really awesome. And a couple more things we'll drop on you. But Dan, let's head to South Carolina. DJ's probably already there. Let's see. Who was on their boat? Billy Horschel brought his boat up. I guess Tiger wasn't going to be there. So Billy said, I'll take the boat up. It's fine.
What's it called? Privacy 2?
I suppose. Is that with an E or is it just CY? So that's, that may be the trigger on that one.
Oh my goodness! I see he has a beard. Did you see the beard?
Horschel does?
Yes.
No, I didn't see the beard.
He does.
I didn't see the beard, but but to be honest, I haven't been watching too much today. I've been doing all this research, man. I mean, it's. I feel like I'm going to get 6 players through, which I think I got 6 players through last week. Not my primary, but in my secondary. So the goal this week is going to be to get my 6 players through to the weekend, get Dixie fed, by the way, so she'll stop ringing the bell. And so longest course that we're going to see all year on the PGA Tour, Kiawah Islands, the ocean course. It's coming in at just under 7,900 yards, par 72, a 1991 Pete Dye design. What more can I say? There's trouble on every single hole out there. They said they hadn't mowed the rough in over a month.
Really?
Did you see JT out there? I did see this. He was dropping some balls in the rough, kind of hitting them out around the greens. It should prove to be in true form for a PGA Championship.
Was he practicing with Max Homa today?
I didn't see him out there. I think Max was busy tweeting.
I saw a picture of them two doing some kind of thumbs up or something. I wasn't sure if they were walking around the course or if they were practicing together. Hopefully not practicing together because we don't need that bad luck.
I didn't see. They were probably working on their PIP points.
Maybe. Max is like, no. You got to get autocorrect. You got to get. There's a special one. It's $12 a month and it allows you not to cuss.
Exactly. It's like those are automatically edited out for you. I'm glad we don't have one of those on the show. We wouldn't have much of a show.
Now, probably let the crowd know that we are efforting PB maybe this week. Maybe
we are. Hopefully he'll be on. I think he is in a remote location, and I won't say where he's at, but he is at a remote location. Hopefully he'll be able to join us. He said his internet was a little spotty. I don't know. We'll see how it is at Kiawah. I'm like, aren't you at Kiawah? It didn't sound like he was or was going to be there, but nevertheless, we'll kind of keep. If you hear it, you hear it. If you don't, you don't. So, or check us out, Birdies_Bourbon on Instagram. We'll post something out there on Twitter, same handle. Hey, and by the way, even if we don't have PB Dye in the show, we'd appreciate a like and a follow. And I'm springing this one on you, Dan, but I was thinking for a future or upcoming show, I don't know how we're going to do it, but maybe we'll do like some kind of a giveaway for a couple of folks to come on the show and do a blind tasting with us. So we'll set them up. We'll set them up with some samples.
How much would they pay them to come on the show?
It's probably going to be expensive. Well, here's my question: what's our budget looking like? That's
Who the heck wants to do a blind tasting with us?
That's what I really want to know. What our budget looks like. That'll probably.
That'd be really cool. That'd be really cool. Yeah. That would be really cool. And and by the way, if anybody wants, I think we talked about Kiawah a little bit in the PB Dye episode that aired 3 months ago. Yeah. You can always go back and listen to that. I think he has some Kiawah information in there. Definitely some information about PP Dye or Pete Dye and PB Dye Cup golf courses.
Yeah, sure. Absolutely. Congratulations to Exit 63 Surf on winning our giveaway last Friday. So hope he enjoys that bottle of Weller Special Reserve that's on its way. So that should, it's always fun to get free booze. Who doesn't like that? But all right, let's get into this, Dan. So again, we got trouble on every hole here. You're going to have to hit fairways if you're going to win. As we saw when we were practicing today, The roughs just look vicious. Ricky Fowler, I think he was concerned about not having a chance to play over the weekend. So instead of finishing the Byron Nelson, he actually elected to leave early, and he played the Ocean Course on Saturday and Sunday, this past Saturday and Sunday. So Bucky got a few more reps in.
So, since when did like Ricky get less etiquette in terms of, hey, I don't want to play the weekend, so I'm out of here. Sorry, guys. Sorry, everybody that took me in the DraftKings lineups or bet on me this week. I'm out of here. I want to go over here. When at least DJ had the mindset to lie to us about his knee.
I know. Well, here's what I'm thinking though: is I'm thinking that with that exemption that Ricky got, they said, we'll give you the exemption, but you got to come in the weekend before so we can get a little extra airtime with you. I mean, I'm sure there was commercials out the ass on that. I mean, who knows? We've got new Corona commercials, and we've got new Farmers Insurance commercials. So I would imagine that took place. It probably didn't.
And I know we're trying to get to the Kiawah stuff, and I know we usually do a big opening top of the show, but I really wanted to kind of get to the meat of it today earlier on. But real quick, your thoughts. I was pretty critical about the PGA Ricky Fowler because Ricky's been playing so bad. I do feel the Phil exemption for the U.S. Open. I'm like, yep, it's Phil, and he deserves it, and I'm all for that one. Am I wrong to think that way, that the Ricky Fowler one was kind of odd, but the Phil exemption for the U.S. Open this year is spot on? It should have happened.
I think it's a little too side. Maybe you may be talking out of both sides of your mouth on that one a little bit. I don't know. I mean, why is Ricky warranted and not Phil, or why is Phil warranted and not Ricky? I mean,
because Phil's 50 and going for the Grand Slam.
Well, like, listen, Ricky's got to get this one under his belt if he's going to have a chance too. So I don't know. I mean, I could make the argument either way. I mean,
I think it's his home course too, Tori.
It's definitely a draw. I get why they did it. It's definitely bumping up those PIP points. It's like, hey guys, how am I going to rank in the top 10 if you don't let me play all the majors? So I see it on both sides. We'll get to more of that at the end of the show. Hold on.
Okay.
So we've got what do we got? So again, it's going to be a long course. You got 7 par 4s over 450 yards. Only one of the par 3s is under 200. The green. So most of the approach shots for the players is going to be either below or above the player's approach shot. The greens are going to be relatively small compared to the length of the golf course. And, one thing that's kind of unique here. So in the Pete Dye design, you're going to have the opportunity to use the Texas wedge a lot around the greens. So while the greens, yes, they are small, just getting close to the green doesn't mean you're chipping necessarily. You might be able to sink it around there. And that's Stewart sink it. And, him kind of play the way he did around Heritage, right? Another Pete Dye course. So, interesting that, that Stewart's showing up. Definitely a lot of buzz around him this week. Let's see. The past 5 PGA winners: Collin Morikawa last year, first-time winner; Brooks Koepka in 19, followed by Brooks Koepka in 18, JT in 17, and Jimmy Walker in 2016. So there's a few of those folks I can go ahead and probably scratch off the list. Who in 18, Koepka over Woods, he's definitely out. 17 was JT over Reed and Oosthuizen. Oosthuizen's been playing really well. So we'll talk a little more about him when we get into our DraftKings reviews. We've got 156 players teeing it up week. At the PGA Championship, they're taking top 70 in ties. Traditional PGA tournaments, you got 65 in ties, 60 for the U.S. Open, and 50 for the Masters. So at a minimum, you've got 5 extra spots for your players to make the cut. So feeling better about getting 6 people to the weekend. I definitely like that. You got a lot of European players that are people that don't traditionally play the PGA Tour that are going to be teeing it up this weekend. So, you can probably, what did Koepka say, right? You can take half the field and scratch it.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know that I would necessarily scratch half the field from a DraftKings perspective, but I mean, you could probably cut 15 to 20% out just off the top that, you're not even going to look at or consider. So I think that definitely makes a difference. Let's see what we're playing. Paspalum greens. So they did say they overseeded, but it looks like those are making it back just fine. The most seaside holes in North America. So if the tournament just absolutely stinks, which there's no way it's possible that it's going to, at least it's going to be, you're going to have some great views out there. We were chatting with a few folks, I won't say where they were from, at a recent tournament we attended, and they said what a logistic nightmare it was trying to get to the course. So that's going to be kind of interesting how that turns out. Key stats here, obviously it's going to be just with the length, it's going to be approach around the greens, par fours, 450 to 500, fairways hit, and proximity within 200 yards of the hole. So, it's already kind of leaning. I mean, you hear, hey, it's almost playing 8,000 yards. It's like, oh, DeChambeau is going to take it and run away with it. Not so fast. When you look at some of the contenders over the past years, I wouldn't say they've been short hitters, but it's definitely, I wouldn't say what you think of as a traditional bomber. So I think some of the folks from a ball striking perspective and from the short game perspective, which is around the green and putting combined, I think those are going to be the key factors. What I'm going to look at least, and to be honest, I'm going to look at recent form. And man, are there some guys that are playing extremely, extremely well coming into this golf tournament.
Exactly.
What did we miss on the course? Dustin Johnson at home state advantage didn't work out necessarily so well for him in Hilton Head. That could have been planned, but either way.
Well, he plays well at South Carolina courses or whatnot. So can you pronounce the grass? Paspalum?
Paspalum.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So not many courses that have that on it, right?
Yeah. You definitely don't smoke it.
Oh, okay.
Definitely don't smoke it, especially if you're not used to it.
Quick tip.
PSA. So that's kind of the course setup, man. We've, once again, we're back at another die design. I don't know. What is this now? Like the 7th or 8th in the past 14 tournaments. 50% of the past 14 tournaments they played have been Pete die or die family designs, I should say.
And we are using Fantasy National as our data engine for this tournament and all tournaments this year. And it has in here on the little left-hand column, Cal, I'm not sure if you saw it, it has Architect down there. You can click on Pete Die. You can go last 50 rounds. And you can see from a DK points perspective or tee to green who really likes PB Die or Pete Die courses. So
I'm looking at this a couple different ways, and that's the one that I do have pulled up first. I'm actually looking at the past 24 rounds just to keep it kind of recent and relevant. But just to name off a few, no surprise, talking about ball strikers, Abraham Answer is ranked number 1 total strokes gain, number 1 tee to green, number 1 in ball striking. The short game at 58 scares me a little bit, but if he's hitting the ball that well, I mean, maybe he's just not there that much. I think the big play with Answer is the putter going to show up. So, DeChambeau is ranked 2nd. Webb Simpson, I don't know. We'll get into a little more detail about these, but Simpson, we know what happened at Quail Hollow, his home course. Him not making the cut. G'day, mate. There's Adam Scott, shockingly enough. Dustin Johnson, my knee. He's got that BK disease. Already, you could probably run through the top 15 and fill out a pretty nice lineup. Koepka's ranked 13th in total strokes gained. He's ranked 1st in DraftKings points. So that's in one scenario what I'm going to look at. I'm also going to look at just from a recent form perspective, so just total strokes gained in the past 24 rounds. No real reason to go back and look. So McIlroy won. So that the only time the PGA Championship has been played at the Oceans Course at Kiawah Island was in 2012. It was in August, not in May. And that was 12 years ago when Rory McIlory won by a margin of 8. So I don't know. I'm not looking at anything from the Ocean course per se. I mean, what you've got maybe 15 players or so that have actually played the course in a tournament round at the course before. Obviously, others have seen the course, but tournament round. And I don't think there were any real significant changes to the golf course. I think it did play like at just over 7,500 yards in 2012. So it'd be interesting to see if they do kind of tip this thing out and move back. I hope they do. I want to see them going for an 8,000 yard course. I think it's going to be that'll be fun.
Longest major ever, right? Longest major ever.
Yeah, longest course that we've seen on tour. So again, you're going to have a lot of scenarios where I think the shorter hitters might have a little bit of an advantage because they're used to playing from those distances. I think the longer hitters. So if you want to talk about DeChambeau, you want to talk about, let's see who's driving the ball really well. So McIlroy, Thomas, DJ, I don't know how the knee's going to hold up. Rahm, I think they might have some challenges there because again, it's going to be, I think it's going to weigh, the favor is going to weigh heavier on a bald striker's play, just in the sense of there's not going to be a whole lot of area to miss around the green. So some of those bombers that are kind of, going for it, I don't know. We'll see. Tattersall always says, man, hit it as far as you can. Less yardage in is better. So we'll see how that works out for us.
Yeah. For the angles. Yeah. I want the better angle. Yeah.
All right. So let's get into this, Dan. So let's see, 10,000 and better. And it is good to see Jordan Spieth's name back in there. I mean, there was quite some time. I mean, he was down in the $8,000 range. That doesn't happen anymore. So we got McIlroy, JT, DJ, JR, BD, and JS. We'll give them all initials. How about that?
Let me make sure I get my Fantasy National back to just regular last 24 rounds. So are you putting anything special in there?
No. Okay. I'm just looking at it, just recent form. So. It's so surprisingly enough, I mean, McIlroy wins at Quail Hollow. I mean, total strokes gained. I mean, his numbers to be at 11,500, obviously being the past champion of the PGA. Actually, this was his last 12 years ago, his last major championship. So, it kind of goes in conjunction with him winning at Quail Hollow, where he's won before, knows the course, plays it well. Now he's showing back up at the Ocean course, and here he is again. So I don't know. Is he? I don't know if anybody else is more deserving of the number one seed at the tournament. So I couldn't really make an argument that he's not. I might be able to make an argument for some other players that may be, but again, I think it's just because maybe it's their time to hit, not because McIlroy isn't going to get it done and doesn't know his way around the track.
Well, I just like the fact that you and I are going to play East Lake rules on our one and done. So I already have an 8-stroke lead on this one. Just kidding. Nope.
Sounds like that's what. That's kind of it. So
very
what
deserving.
You're saying is we're to tie. We're to tie.
11,500 from a DraftKings perspective. Man, that's expensive. JT 11.3, DJ 10.9, Rahm 10.5, DeChambeau 10.2, Jordan Spieth 10.1.
So what about JT, previous PGA champion? I mean, is he? Let's see. Where's
Quail Hollow? Another one. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Quail Hollow is good to these guys. So in recent form, so he didn't play the Nelson, T26, T13, T21 at the Masters. So, I mean, recent form, anytime you see JT not in the top 10, I mean, everybody's just having a meltdown. So it's like, oh, something's wrong with his game. I mean, he's that friggin' good that it's, you just expect T20, T10 or better out of him kind of every week. And, with something just a little bit off, you got to miss there. So I don't know. I mean, does his game kind of warrant and say that he's going to get it done? Tee to green, he's ranked second. Ball striking, he's ranked fourth. Short game, 74th. His putting is 98th, which we all know. I mean, the putter could turn around. He's ranked second in approach, ninth in DraftKings points. Just getting his putting turned around, I mean, that probably sets him up for T10 in his past 3 tournaments.
I truly believe JT was going to win the Masters until the rain started.
Well, that's why he didn't show up to the Byron Nelson. He heard it was going to rain.
It was going to rain. It was like he was going to win, and then that rain. He was on his way up. I think it was like in he's like T2, T3, and then the rain.
Yeah,
and he went boom. It was like, oh no.
I don't know. Still too. I think he's too expensive for me. I think both he and McIlroy are going to be just straight chalk this week. I think that's those are probably your two highest played players for the PGA. That's what I think. I don't know. We'll go back and we're not professionals, by the way. So
in terms of pressure, do you think Rory has more pressure on him following up his PGA here when he won by 8 strokes, or do you think Spieth has more pressure trying to close out the Grand Slam?
As an individual, I think that Spieth probably has more pressure. I don't think Rory really gives a shit. I think he's got this kid. It's not about the money anymore. Obviously they both want to win, but I think the pressure just internally from the individual, I think Spieth puts more pressure on himself than Rory's going to do. And I think it's just from where they are in life, right? He's said it many, many times over. I'm at a different place. I've got different, my goals in life have changed. Now, granted, yes, he wants to add another major to the docket, but I don't think that's key number one priority. I think for Spieth, that still kind of is key number one priority. And the fact of, if you could ask Rory what he wants to win, I bet it ain't the PGA Championship, right? So, I think his pressure comes at a different major. But I think that the pressure is going to be on Spieth here, which I actually like Spieth here. And he's just been playing damn good golf. But, it's like a light switch, man. He just turned things around. I shouldn't say that. It has not been like a light switch. It has been a grueling, painful process to watch somebody that good play that bad for the amount of times that he has.
Well, he had to rewire the house and then turn the light on.
I'm with you. He hadn't missed a right. He hadn't missed a cut. It's like why won't this switch work? He hadn't missed a cut since the waste management, and that's really kind of we saw him. When we saw him come back, which Brooks Koepka won. We'll get there in a second, but. 4th at the Waste Management, 3rd at the AT&T, 15 Genesis, 4th API, 48th at the Players. Is that troubling? I don't know. We're at. I don't know that I would compare a lot of what does PB says. He says these courses have VD. They're visually distracting. So I think from that sense that from the Players and the Ocean Course, I think you're going to have those visual distractions. I don't know that it's definitely going to be a lot longer. This is playing more kind of link style golf, which both Spieth and McIlroy, they typically do well at the British. So, I don't know that I would compare necessarily the Players. From the small greens and the approach shots, et cetera, I think there's some relatability there that you can find and you can tie them together. But I don't know that I would look at it and say, oh yeah, here's the, you got to kind of hunt for the similarities.
So just to compare these two. So I wanted to I know I didn't click on it earlier, but then I did click on it just for this point. And I did click on the Pete Dye Architect and went last 24 rounds. Spieth does not look good on Pete Dye courses. Yeah, last 24 rounds, 92nd shots gained total, 54th in DraftKings points. He's only got green on approach and on putting, ball striking 90th, tee to green 101st. So I don't know if that's like a lot of his old stats just pulling into. Well,
but this is going to look a lot different from any other Pete Dye design they play, right? From again, you're going to have those kind of those classic trademark Pete Dye attributes, but from the length, there are no trees anywhere. Now there's a lot of rough, but once again, Spieth typically does well at the British. I guess the biggest thing is, a lot of that kind of heathered grass that's over there that's trampled down by the Players, so that may be one disadvantage. The weather this week is actually looking really nice. It looks like it's sun through the weekend. But you're probably going to get some wind. So, again, Spieth typically does well, but so Rory does as well. So I don't know that one has a leg up or an advantage there.
Yeah. Okay. But they're both playing lights out golf. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, would he finish ninth at the Byron Nelson, third at the Masters, and obviously he won Valero. So I don't know.
But if you take Spieth, you're getting a huge cut over Rory. You're getting a huge cut, right?
Yeah. And I don't know that I would advantage one necessarily over the other from who's gonna play better here. Well, I guess I shouldn't say that. Other than Rory actually won the tournament here, so I guess that's what for an extra $1,400 get you.
Yeah.
Let's see.
What do you think about Rahm here?
I think Rahm I would think he looks pretty good here. I mean, he's ranked 87th in his short game, and he's ranked 87th in putting. So he's ranked 73rd around the green. So I think if his that's odd, but what is his approach? He's ranked 23rd in approach. So, I mean, I don't know. I think there are plenty of better options out there for the price. So I'm steering myself in a different direction. However, Rahm's ranked 10th in strokes gained total at PBDI courses. So putting still, he's middle of the road at best. And short game, same middle of the road at best. So around the green, I mean, the die setup and just recent form. He's strong in all the same categories, and he's weak, and he needs improvement on all the other categories. So at 10-5, I'm probably making other decisions.
Yeah. So if you were going to pick one up there, or if you're going to pick one or delete one, who would you pick or delete?
I hate to say it, but I'm probably going to pass on DJ this week.
Yeah, there's a lot of iffies, right? Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know where he's at. I don't know. Was it really his knee? Let's see. 48th at the Valspar, 13th at RBC. Yeah, I just got a lot of stuff there that I got a lot of question marks. Missed the cut at the Masters.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. And then, from a link standpoint, like what's he going to be doing out there that, is the knee going to hold up? Is it not going to hold up? Is it going to change his game? However, 2020, obviously a different course, T2, 2019, second solo, 18 T27, 27 T13. So I guess the one thing to maybe make mention of is, the PGA Champion setup in itself, it's, that setup that they're going to have with the roughs and the green speeds. And so some of the color character that the PGA is going to bring to the course, it is going to reflect from course to course, right? Just based on setup alone. So, but again, I'm probably fading DJ out of that group. Does Bryson get in trouble? I don't know. What's he look like on die courses? He looks really good. Really, really good. Strokes gained total, he's ranked second. Tee to green, he's ranked fourth. Ball striking second. 20th is in his short game and 17th in putting. Around the green is his worst category at 50. So, yeah, I don't think I'm fading him. I mean, I think I'm taking. If I'm picking two people out of there that I want to pick and I'm putting a lineup together, I think I'm probably going Spieth and DeChambeau, to be honest. And Spieth looks like crap on these die courses, but
some of that's older history too.
Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you on the DeChambeau playing well there. I mean, you saw what he did at the Players. Yeah, Spieth's just been playing lights out. So for the lower half of that range, I don't think you can go wrong with either one of those two guys. So why not take them? Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, sir.
I don't think the premium of the other guys is going to get you what you need in the lineup.
Well, nor do I. And I think those guys are going to they're going to see a lot of lineups this week.
Yep. All right.
So for let me just make sure I didn't miss anything. No, I didn't miss anything. I didn't miss anything for us. I'm sure I may have missed something for other people. All right, 9,000. It's my specialty.
Exactly.
So 9,000. We got Morikawa, X-Man, BK, Hideki, Javi, Webbers, Patrick Reed, Cantlay, another Aussie,
You went down to 8,000.
Oh, dropped too far. We'll stop at Cantlay. So. Who do I like here? So I think X-Man is ready to pop at any point. I think that I think it could fit to his game very well. 14th at Wells, 3rd at the Masters. He did miss the Players. 39th at Mexico. We're getting a little back there, but I mean, you got 1, 2, 3, 4 top 5s this season. So, or 20 in calendar year 2020. So I think that I think this could be a place where Xander could win his first major. Wouldn't surprise me at all. Let's see. I don't know. What do you think? Is X-Man, is he your guy?
Well, he was playing lights out at the Masters. The Players kind of concerns me, but a lot of players missed a cut at the Players this year. I don't know what it was. It just it really weeded a lot of people out early. But if you look at Wells 14th and the Masters 3rd, I mean, those are good finishes. Now, he hasn't played that much lately. That's the thing, right? So he only played, 2 times in the last month and a half, it seems like, right? Which is kind of strange. He's definitely got the game for it. I don't know why he has been playing as much. And he played the Zurich, right? And how did they do in the Zurich? They just did okay. They didn't do great, right?
Lost in.
You lost him? No, it's not on there. It's not on that.
Oh, one. Yeah, there you go.
It's the team event. The team event.
Oh, yeah. No, they didn't do anything. Yeah,
they didn't do anything in the team event. Yeah. So, he's definitely got the game. How does he play in the wind? I mean, you said it's not going to be that windy, though, right?
I mean, it's probably going to be like I would imagine. I mean, just based on what the forecast looks like. So there's no trees, right? So nothing going to block that ocean. The ocean breeze is going to be blowing consistently, and that's really the only defense this course. I shouldn't say the only. That's the primary defense that this course has, and it kind of sets up where you're playing two different. You got an east wind and a west wind, right? So that's kind of the setup for the course. So I don't know. I mean, the wind starts blowing and, I think you really flip things around, but I don't think it's going to be anything crazy.
Well, if it did, so we got a little in the Fantasy National at the very bottom, windy AF, and I think Cal can tell you what the AF stands for. But last 24 rounds, windy AF. Xander is 71st shots gained total, 76 tee to green, 60th ball striking, 6th off the tee. So not great scores, and off the tee is really good, 6th, right? In a windy AF. So I don't know what's going on with the ball striking. It's really the approach is the one that kind of he can't control the irons in the wind, it looks like. But I mean, Xander says solid play everywhere, and he's had good form. I mean, it's not been a whole lot of form, but it's been good for him. So
yeah. So I know we don't edit the show, but you can probably go to what I said about DJ, and you can just plug that in for BK. Because I think it's the same thing. I don't know if they may not like that. Now, okay, we'll give him fresh material.
Hold on, you got to talk about. You didn't talk about Morikawa yet.
Oh, you're right. I didn't.
Yeah. And are you surprised? Are you surprised that anybody in the 9,000 isn't priced in the 10,000?
Yeah. I'm a little surprised that Brooks Koepka isn't. I mean, I know we've got some injuries and we're not looking hot coming into this thing, but yes, I am surprised. I mean, him being a 2-time PGA championship winner. Yeah, I'm surprised that he's not. I mean, he sets up really well for these longer courses. Think about who won at Shinnecock. It was Woodland that won Shinnecock, right? And that was the U.S.
No, that was Brooks.
Okay, yeah. So, I mean, I think that outside of it is kind of on the water-ish, not to the degree that the ocean course is, but I think this is going to play a lot like Shinnecock.
I would agree.
So, similar. So, but
if he was in the same kind of form he was in back then, I would say,
yeah, for sure.
In a way, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But I was kind of surprised that Collin Morikawa wasn't priced at like 10,001.
So what's the difference in how DJ's playing and how Koepka's playing right now? I don't even know if playing is the right way. Let's see.
Well, Koepka's got the knee thing. We don't know what he can't even.
DJ's got a knee thing.
I don't think he has a knee thing. I think it's play BS. He didn't want to piss off the sponsors.
Maybe it's possible.
Yeah.
So no, not really. I mean, I know I just said that. I mean, Hideki Matsuyama just winning the Masters. I mean, it's like.
Oh, I should say allegedly didn't want to piss off the sponsor.
Yeah, exactly. Allegedly. Yeah. But look at Hideki at $9,400. I mean, how is he not up there? Just
you got Hideki and Xander, one and two, or I think Zalatoris is actually two, right? But those two guys just had a face off at the Masters, and they're both in the $9,000 range. I'm going to live down here in the $9,000 range. I love this range. This is a good range. Yeah.
You wish that total up to $50,000, don't you?
Exactly. Exactly. It doesn't. But no, Morikawa is a great play here, man. I think it's kind of like you said, it's with the Pete dye and it being windy, this guy can control those irons coming in. Last 24 rounds. Let me make sure I got no other filters on here. I took all the other filters off. Last 24 rounds. Morikawa is 10th shots gained total, first tee to green, first ball striking. Off the tee, 24th. On approach, first, of course. 82nd around the green and 100 putting. So 14th in DK points. He's just everybody says it, a heck of a ball striker. But this kind of course, it's like if you can land the thing in the middle of the fairway and get it in the middle of the green or whatever, it's going to be hard to beat. Well, at that point, it's going to be anybody's kind of course because the greens are small. They're not going to be making these just that's part of the thing about Spieth. I know I'm bouncing around on you a little bit, but that's the thing about Spieth. I mean, him making those 50 footers that just nobody else is doing that lands him eagle or birdie maybe that otherwise he wouldn't have had. That could be a bit of a detriment to on the Spieth side. But no, to your point about Morikawa, so tournament winner last year at the PGA Championship. I don't know. Is he going to be fine? I think so. Putting, I wouldn't say he's really setting the world on fire right now. He's doing the exact opposite of that. Got to get rid of that. Hey, he went with the pencil. He went with the claw. Look at what happened to Phil when he went to the claw. Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm fading Morikawa this week for many other players in the $9,000 range that I think.
You're fading who?
Morikawa.
Are you really? Wow.
Yeah.
He was seventh at RBC Heritage this year.
Yeah, he will not be. I will not have him in a lineup. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with him there. I'm just saying I like other people better.
Okay. All right, go. So you're on Book. I think you're on Brooks.
I don't want to be.
Okay. I don't know what to think about Brooks. I mean, he didn't make the cut last week. The knee's been an issue. He looked really bad at the Masters with the knee and not being able to bend over. I got no confidence in his physical ability right now, and without that, I have no idea where to go with him.
I got nothing for it either, except everything about this says he should win.
Three-peat.
Everything about it says he should win. I mean, he likes the long courses. Two of the last 3 seasons he's actually won the championship. And I don't know, man. He's only finished outside of the top 5 twice. So that's fine. Yeah, out of 6 years, he's finished out of the top 5 twice. I think we got a different guy coming in this year, though.
Yeah, he's beat up. He's beat up for sure. Yeah.
You're gonna have to get that. Have to start eating that CBD oil. Drinking it. CBD smoothies, baby. CBD. Look at what it's done for Billy Horschel.
Exactly.
So Hideki. I mean, well, he did just win the Masters. So that's one thing he's got going for him. Pete Dye courses, I wouldn't necessarily say. I mean, on the books, it doesn't look like they set up necessarily the best for him. But
no.
I mean, it's not. I mean, it's not. It's better than Xander. It's better than shit. Most of the people above it. I mean, take out 3 or 4 people. It's better than Spieth. It's better than Morikawa. It's better than Xander. It's on par with. It's kind of middle of the road, I guess. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm fading him here. I don't think as far as playing in the wind. I don't if it gets up. I don't know that that's going to suit his skill set. And I'm not calling the Masters a fluke by any means, not by any means. But I don't think we got a back-to-back major champion in this season.
Yeah, from the win stats here on Fantasy National, he's average, right? So he's 70th shots gained total, 20th tee to green, 19th ball striking. So it's not like the So off the tee 51st. So it's not great, So yeah. All right. Yeah, I'm with you on him. I don't know what to expect there. He hadn't played much since winning the Masters. So yeah. Now the next guy I do like a lot.
Oh yeah. We got back-to-back T3s, baby, with Viktor Hovland. I think that's going to be. This could be his first major.
Could be.
I think both he and Xander are going to set up really well for here. I mean, he's just playing off recent form. I don't really know. Recent form, he may be playing more consistent than anybody else. With T21 at the Masters, and after that, he couldn't really be better. He's ranked third from a short game perspective. I'm sorry, in ball striking, he's ranked. Scratch that. I'm on PBDI. I'm sorry, I keep saying PBDI. I'm on the PBDI. Yeah. So he's ranked second in strokes gained total, third off the tee, third in ball striking. He's number one in DraftKings points. Only thing that sucks here is around the green. He's ranked 11th in approach. Don't know that it matters. And he's ranked 20th in putting. So it looks like he's going to clean up and get things done when he needs to. So I really like Hovland here. I think that's I'm afraid everybody else is going to like him too, but yeah, I can definitely see that guy. I think that's I may have some money on him too outside of DraftKings.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. Hoblin is a great fit, great form, and mini Rory for sure.
That was my one and done until you lied to me and told me I'd already used him.
What do you think about? So hold on, before we get off on the web, real quick. First off, great show for a television for a golf channel. Documentary or TV show is where is Matt Wolff this week?
Well, he ain't playing, that's for sure.
And it's got an O, so obviously he qualified but decided not to play.
Yeah.
Now, they were atrocious with him and Wolff at that Zurich, right? Oh,
you know what happened? I think that TaylorMade said, hold on. Bucky's in, you're out.
they gave Ricky Matt Wolff's spot.
Oh
yeah. So what a great TV spot would be on the Golf Channel would be like The Sopranos with the psychiatrist, and it's Matt Wolff, and it's Spieth is the psychiatrist, or what do they call him? The shrink, right? The shrink.
Oh, yeah. Talking him off the ledge. Tell
me about what's going on in your head. Oh, I've been there.
Oh, he's thinking about ducks over here he's thinking about dolphins jumping out of the ocean.
Oh man, yeah. I don't know I don't even know where he's at. I haven't heard anything about it. Yeah, just saw the O.
Nor have I. Which that leads me to believe there's something that somebody doesn't want us to know there.
Nike wants a refund.
Anything's possible. Yeah. I don't know. You think they're rethinking that pick they made for the match too? Was it the match too?
Well, it was the TaylorMade relief.
Oh yeah. TaylorMade relief. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But only be best. It'd be best is if Pat Reed wins this week, so they can really stuff that pick in their face, because they dropped Pat Reed and they picked up the Wolfman.
Yeah, I don't know. Pat's struggling on his approach.
However, he's got this.
He is ranked third tee to green. So I'm sorry, in total strokes gained. He's ranked third in putting. I mean,
and let me clarify for a second. I'm kidding about the sponsors. I have no idea what goes on. Somebody else could have, one of those players could have said, "I want to go this direction."
I can confirm that Dan does not have any idea.
Yes, no, I do not know. I'm just having a little bit of fun joking, but these people, they're great sponsors, and they're partnered with them, and they have their own things. So yeah,
he actually doesn't know what's going on right now. As a matter of fact,
none. So tell me about this course.
Who's your favorite tennis player? Let's see. So, all right, Webb Simpson. The neck thing threw me off at Quail Hollow. He didn't even go and pick up a club. But he may have practiced a little day before, but that was about the extent of it. So I'm kind of scratching my head, going like, I don't really know where or what to expect of Webb Simpson. Otherwise, outside of that neck injury, I actually kind of like Webb here. I mean, he typically plays well. Before I put my other foot in my mouth. He's ranked. Pete Dye courses, he's ranked 3rd in total strokes gained, 3rd in short game, 4th in putting, 10th in DraftKings points. So I would probably be leaning towards Webb, except for I don't know what that neck injury is. We didn't get a whole lot of details other than it didn't feel right. Back to your point you made about somebody earlier, DJ maybe. It's like, well, it's Quail Hollow, and I don't, I don't want to play? Do I need to take some time off? Do I need to rest a little more? I don't know what the scenario is there. What's Webb looking like from? What's his finishes look like for PGA Championships? T37, T29, T19, T33, T13. So decent, I guess. Not horrible. And then most recent, so RBC Heritage T9, Masters T12. So, I would say outside of that crick in his neck, in recent form, it looks pretty good. Nothing really horrible. Looks good on both Dye and past 24 just for all tournaments played. I'm fading him just because I don't know. I'm putting him in the I may do an injury lineup. I may have DJ,
there you go.
DJ, BK, Weber. Who else has been injured down through? Matt Wolf. I put him in, even though he's not playing. I get Schwartzel in there, even though he's coming off the injury. I don't know. I'm fading Webb Simpson this week. I don't want to. I just feel like I'm going to have to. Let's see. Who's PB pulling in your driveway?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, recording live. Didn't even invite me up, did you?
Exactly.
Patrick Reed, once again, I think this could be a course where Pat sets up well. He's typically played pretty good in the PGA Championships. I wouldn't say Dyes are one of his best tracks, but definitely not bad. If he can keep the putter hot, I think we're in pretty good shape there. I'm probably leaning in a different direction. No offense, Pat.
From Reed? Look at this, man. You just went down these stats here. 6th at Wells. So he missed a cut at the last bar. 8th at the Masters, 22nd players. Those are all good finishes.
I'm with you.
CG Mexico, 9th. Won the Farmers. This guy's in great form. No, and you got to be scrappy around here with these greens. So I like Pat here. I do like Pat here.
Yeah, and around the green, ranked 25th. Short game, he's ranked 3rd. Again, punting, ranked 3rd. So that's where he's going to win it at, right? And that's where you're going to need to win it
around here. I think that it's long and everything else, but I think the tricky part's going to come when you get around those greens. I think it's going to be a skill that's going to be kind of like last week when we thought it's a bomber's course or whatnot. Look who won. It wasn't a bomber's course. You had to be crafty. So. I think the tennis players could have won last week with all that rain and there was squeegees out there.
I'll let you talk about your boy Cantlay. I don't know where he's at.
Yeah, that's a definitely fade for me just because of recent form. That guy's going to bounce back, but I don't know what happened to him. He was playing great, and then all of a sudden just can't seem to get it going. And if he was in great form for this type of course, I think he would be a lock for like a top 10. But right now, miscut. Yeah, he's probably going to win this week.
Well, hold on. Are you putting him in your lineup?
One and done. But Dan, you've already used your one and exactly. Might as well play him again.
I don't get to use mine once, and you get to use yours like 3 times.
Not going to get anything out of him this time either.
I see what's happening here. All right, now I really like this guy this week, Cameron Smith. This guy he has been on fire. I really, really like where this guy's at. Where are you, Cameron? Around the green, he's ranked 6th. He's ranked 20th in strokes gained total. He's been T17 or better in 5 straight starts. If he's got stuff left in the tank, I really like him this week. And let's see, T43 last year, T64 and T56 in 2018 at the PGA Championship. So Obviously not great results, but if you look at the player that we got in the 3 years prior to what we've got today, just night and day better, man. Just he is playing out of his shoes.
He is absolutely out of his shoes. I was looking at the history here, and 9th at the RBC, that's a good one. 4th at the Genesis, another good one. 24th Tournament of Champions. Okay, it's the first one back. 62nd Sun. Those were both the first ones back. But I was looking at places that had a ton of water, just seeing how he plays, near the water, because that guy loves to fish, and I was just making sure he wasn't going to get distracted.
Oh yeah. Well, no. Hopefully he is fishing because it really suits him well.
Yeah, exactly. He's traveling where the waves are, like in Point Break.
Gets him loose.
No, he's an absolute inform and insane top 5 lock right there. Yeah. 100%. Definitely going a ton of lineups. He's going to miss the cut. No, seriously. I mean, it sets up well for him. I
got an asterisk beside his name. I tell you, you were talking about how good the $9,000 range is. I think the $8,000 range it's arguably better than the $9,000 range. I mean, because the next guy, you got Will Zalatoris. I mean, how much better could that dude be playing right now? 17th at the Byron. He did miss the Wells. 42nd at RBC Heritage. 2nd at the Masters. 21st at the Players. 10th at the API. I call me crazy, but that kid's got a future out there, Danny.
I'll tell you what.
Let's see. What does he look like at die course? I mean, I just read too often. He looks pretty good. So he didn't look that good at the die courses. He's ranked 100 off the tee.
That's new, man. He's
I know. I mean, I just told you what he did at TPC, 42nd at RBC, but 21st at the Players. So it's like, okay. I mean, who's judging here? So I don't know. I'm probably fading him this week. But I could see how people could definitely go down that road. You know why I'm fading him? Because I'm going to save $100, and I'm going with Daniel Berger.
Now, real quick. Hold on, real quick.
Sorry.
So, who you taking out of the $9,000 range?
Oh, did I jump already?
Just give me a play and a fade.
Couldn't wait to get to this $8,000 range.
I know.
Xander, I'm playing.
And Victor, you're playing.
Victor, I'm playing.
Fading Cantlay.
And Koepka.
Okay. All right.
Hey, see how anxious I am to get down to this $8,000 range? I mean, there's so many people to talk about down here.
Berger. Man, gosh, so good.
I mean, I don't even know where to start. It's like
7th shots gained total in this category, or this field. Yeah, last 24 rounds. Yeah.
Yeah, and he looks good on die courses too. 20th off the tee, 15th total strokes gained, 25th tee to green. I mean, for $8,700, that's a guy that I'm surprised is not more expensive, especially based on how he's been playing.
Look at this recent form, like the 3rd at the AT&T Byron Nelson, 13th at the RBC Heritage, Pete Dye course, and then 9th at the Players, Pete Dye course. So he missed the cut at the Masters, but if you look at this Pete Dye, like 13th and 9th the last 2 times he's played these type of courses, I mean, good gosh, right?
Call me crazy.
Let me ask you, while I'm on this Byron Nelson, how long is it going to take for Bryson to win the Byron?
I think he didn't want to get confused. That they want to make sure they don't get it mixed up.
He said, "Why did they spell my name wrong? Why are they spelling my name wrong?"
So no, the R's in the wrong place and there's an S in there, guys. It's like who screwed this up?
Can I talk to the manager?
Exactly. Who's this Nelson character anyway? Let's see. Yeah, so I definitely like Berger here. I think I got a heavy lean towards Berger. I don't know, Finau. What you got for getting the love for Finau this week?
Just the recent form is he's kind of fallen off. Yeah.
Yeah. 3 out of his past 4 events, he's missed the cut. He did. He was 10th at the Masters, second at Genesis, 2nd at the Farmers. We're kind of stretching there to get back to those. But I mean, those numbers are included. So, Yeah, I don't not much to say there. Another guy
really falling off. I mean, that type of last 4 or 5 stretch looks like Cantlay's.
Yeah.
With the exception of the Masters.
Yeah. But now if you look at non-Pete Dye courses, his numbers actually look pretty good. He's ranked 12th in total strokes tee to green.
Who does?
He's ranked 3rd in points. Finau.
Oh, does he? Okay.
I
was just looking at the last 5 starts.
Yeah. If you go off of non-Dye courses. So
okay.
Scheffler, what's happened to Scheffler, man? It looks like the putter's gone a little cold on him, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. He just kind of burned out. He came out too hard out of the gates, and he's kind of faded. I don't know. Maybe he's ranked 88th in putting, though. That's one thing that's not helping him out. That's for sure.
He's probably just trying to avoid getting paired with Billy Ho. Oof! Talked his ear off.
He couldn't get a stroke in edgewise.
The putter's cooled. So he lost 1.7 last week. The approach cooled to about minus 2.1 the week before around the green. So I mean, he's striking the ball good. I say that, but they said the minus 2.1 approach last week. But that was a weird weather. I'm not sure what round that was in off this right here. It started raining. Like kind of nasty and everything. So
did miss the cut at the Players. He did not play the Heritage. So there you go.
Yeah, it hasn't been great form. It hasn't. It wasn't like he was red hot there for a while and he's cooled off. So yeah, he's definitely he's a fade for me this week.
Fitzpatrick, his numbers look really good on Pete Dye courses.
That's a guy's getting no love from DK for sure. Yeah. That price, it's like, why is he not 88, 8,900? I mean, that guy,
Well, listen to this. He missed the cut at the Byron, 4th at RBC, 34th at the Masters, 9th at the Players, 10th at the API, 11th at Mexico, 5th at the Gen. I mean, that's a pretty good. Outside 34th and a missed cut. You got T10s through 6 tournaments. So, I mean, that's pretty damn good right there, man. Who wouldn't take that run of luck?
No, he's definitely getting played quite a bit from me this week. At $8,400, he's been playing great golf, and he plays hard courses really well. How does he play in the wind? Let's take a look.
His numbers actually look better at Dye courses than they do in all courses. So there you go.
Let's see.
That Heritage and the Players probably didn't hurt, but
in the wind, shots gained total 33rd in this field, 79 tee to green, 5th short. In the wind, the driver has gotten a little squirrely, 100th off the tee in the wind. So FYI, but then again, you said it's not supposed to be windy, so
well, it's not going to be what it could be.
Yeah,
but I mean, just give it a day or two, and who knows? We'll see.
Exactly.
I thought Sanjay was kind of getting things turned around a little bit there for a minute, but then he misses the Wells, 29,000 par, 13th at RBC, 17th at the Players. So, Sanjay's another one that, he looks pretty good. His numbers look better at his numbers look better at Dye courses than they do just out on the, in all the whole field. So, yeah, I'm fading Sanjay.
He could be all fired up. Like, I'm going to show KH. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, maybe. Join the club. Who I'm fading Fleetwood. I don't know where his game's at right now. The 2 guys I do like Rose and I do like Oosthuizen. And I like
those guys. I like Oosthuizen. I don't know Rose.
Yeah, I like Oosthuizen more than I like Rose, but
yeah, I can't go into Fleetwood. Somebody was saying that on Twitter today. They liked Fleetwood, and I was like, I don't know if I like Fleetwood here. Yeah.
He does play these Dye courses really well. So I mean, maybe
just the recent form hasn't been great.
That's what. Yeah, I don't like him recent form.
Tell me why you like Rose. It's those commercials, isn't it?
Of course it is. You see that ice cream. I'm like, shit. I mean, every time I see that, I'm like, what? God, I'd love an ice cream cone right now. That would be so tasty. A good bourbon milkshake. I mean, that would go down so good.
And then
especially with this new barrel pick we got, it's got kind of that honey caramel in there. Oh yeah. I mean, that would be. Who else? You can hit on a few. I'm gonna.
I like Louis O here. I do like Louis O here. He plays well in the wind, right? He's solid. The recent form has been pretty good. So 8th at the Valspar, 26th at the Masters, 41st at the Players, 6th WGC Mexico, 11th Waste Management. I don't think we're further than that, but just striking the ball really good. So at the Valspar, he's 8th, and he lost 2 shots around the green, which means that something happened there. But off the tee, he gained 0.1 approach, 5 shots. I mean, that's good stuff. I mean, he's coming in good recent form, and he's a big game hunter. So I like him here. Right below him, Hatton. Oh yeah. What do you think about him?
I don't know. Recent form, he scares me a little bit. He's another one, man. I don't know really where his game has gone. 39th at RBC, 18th at the Masters, missed the Players, 21 API, 22 Mexico, 23 RSM. I mean, he was kind of on a consistent like T25 run there.
Yeah.
But that's kind of what you got, right? I mean, it wasn't the Hatton that we saw in 2020 for sure. So I don't know what his miss is.
Yeah, I agree with you there.
Around the green stinks. Short game stinks. So yeah.
Heavy plays and heavy fades in the $8,000 range.
Yeah.
Who you got? Cameron Smith.
I got Berger. Cam Smith. Those are my plays for sure. I'm probably fading
Sungjae and Scheffler and Fleetwood.
Well, Sungjae and Fleetwood.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, Sungjae and Fleetwood. I think the putter's going to just if Fleetwood doesn't play well, I think it's going to be the putter that's going to be his downfall.
If you need somebody at the low end of that, I like Luyo. He's very consistent.
Yeah, I do too. I think that's a solid play there.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be surprised if Hatton plays pretty dang well. He's been up and down, but I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah.
$7,000 range, another good one. Let's pick a few. We don't need to hit on all these guys.
Yeah, we don't hit all these.
Well, okay. So first off, at Pga courses, there's somebody that's really glaring, and I see a lot of 1.
Yeah, exactly.
And so again, it's going to play a little bit different from the other die courses. But Abe Answer, I mean, holy shit, man! I don't know that it could be. I mean, this could be his time to shine, man. I mean, everything about his game at die courses says he's bringing it. So,
yeah, good form, right?
Yeah, looks really good.
2nd at the Wells, 5th at the Valspar, 16th or 18th at the RBC, 26th. That's a really good run. It's like, yeah, for that price, great choice, absolutely. Who else do you like in this category?
I'm probably
this is a good category too. This is a really good category.
I'm telling you, I don't even know if you need anybody in the $10,000 range.
I don't know if you do.
So Adam Scott, from a PGA Championship perspective, he was T8 and 19, T3 and 18. He isn't playing much. So, but I mean, he's still consistent. And I mean, that's kind of the thing. So he did finish T11 at Kiawah in 2012. So, I mean, I think that, as long as you've got that rhythm that's kind of working for you, I don't know. I'm fading him this week. I know. I probably just lost my, I got kicked out of the Adam Scott fan club for saying that.
Absolutely.
But, I mean, it's just, there's so many other good, but he plays these die courses really well, man. He's ranked 4th total strokes gained tee to green. Paul Casey. I mean,
I like Jocko too.
I like every single one of these guys, man.
I don't like them all. I don't like Jason Day. I don't like Jason Day.
I don't like Jason Day. No, but he is going in my injured club line now. That's
there
for
you
sure.
Go. There you go.
That's trying to figure out who else I was fitting in there.
I like Leishman.
I like, especially if it gets windy. I think that's going to be a good, strong setup for him.
How can you not go with Sam Burns? I mean, good guy's been on fire. I mean, all the time. He's a great play for DK, right? For sure.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Woodland for a second, because he's priced $7,500, which is really low, and he's been showing some signs of life lately. He was he showed life. He was 5th at the Wells, but other than that,
no, right. But he bounced back from. I don't have what he shot at the Valspar, but he just did like shit. I mean, he was, I don't know, 16 over or something. It was ridiculous, right? And then he comes back and fires. Places 5th at the Wells Fargo. So I I don't know, man. That one to me kind of blew my mind. Missed the cut at the Players. He didn't play at Heritage, so for what it's worth, I don't know. It's a mixed bag for me. I don't know that I'm for or against him. I just think that I don't know. He's got me torn like an old sweater there.
To me, he's kind of in that, and it's different because he had an injury, right? So he's been battling back from that, trying to get back his form. But he reminds me like a Fleetwood. Like he was hot there for such a while, and then just we haven't seen anything in a while. So
he definitely plays. His better courses are not. Let me take that back.
Well, I think about that Pebble and all that wind out there. This is going to be very similar to that when he won the U.S. Open.
Yeah, no, the Dye courses are his better courses. So
yeah. Is the Westwood Heat done?
I'm calling yes, fading that one. I think Watson, if it were to get windy, I think Watson's going to be a good one here. I mean, just that guy's working the ball.
He is
off the tee.
Yeah,
he's looking good.
Keegan,
ball striking. Keegan's another one that's like I don't know where he was, but now he's back.
A lot of PIP points this week, so I think Max is going to have some distractions.
Wait a minute. Here's Matt Wolff in the lineup. Did he withdraw?
On DraftKings, he had withdrawn.
Okay, shows him out. I got you.
Yeah, on DraftKings, I can just double check that because we kind of beat up on him in the first half about being out. But let me just take a look real quick. Keep going while I look it up.
Let's see. Well, either way, he's ranked 104th in strokes gained total. You don't want 106 in DraftKings points. You're not playing him anyway, but let's see. Siwoo Kim. I mean, that guy's
it's got him out on the DraftKings app.
Gotcha. Yeah. Siwoo's been on a tear as of late. 55 at the Nelson, 33 at the Heritage, 12th at Masters, 23rd Valero, 9th at the Players. So I got a feeling that once again, Siwoo, he's another one that the Dye courses, he's just
good value there. Good value right there.
$7,200. Horschel. I mean, with what Horschel's been doing, I don't know how you can really argue with that. Yeah. So I think Horschel's probably somebody it's probably an early, for a lineup, he's a lean for me. Who else? Anybody? Poulter, typically, he's ranked number 1 in putting. So there's that one. Let's see. What's he in outside of? He's 9th in putting, so he's struggling a little bit tee to green and ball striking. So yeah, that's probably a fade for me. Kuchar at $7,000. I mean, could he get something done here? I mean, maybe. I think for $7,000, there's probably some value. They're 17th at the Nelson, 18th at Heritage. Missed the cut at the Masters, 12th at Valero, and he missed the Players. So
this guy gets no love. And we didn't talk about him again. What do you think about Kokrak? Let me just read you recent form. 13th at the Valspar, 49th at the Masters, 9th at the Players, 9th at API, 9th at WGC Mexico. I mean, it's not bad form,
Yeah, I mean,
for a guy that's priced at $7,100.
Yeah, I think I like Keegan better. I like Siwoo better. I like Billy Horschel better. I mean, there's just other people that I like better. But I'm saying
the last cut that Kokrak missed was in November of last year.
Yeah, hey, I'm with you. I mean, I've definitely taken him over the other $7,000 guy.
Yeah, Cameron Champ. Yeah.
Or Ricky Fowler.
Fowler.
Yeah. So there you go.
Yeah.
Let's see. Martin Keimer, Chris.
So favorites in the $7,000 range. I think we talked about Answer. We like Scott. I like Jocko Neiman. I don't like Day. We like Casey. Connors he's been pretty good. Leishman we like if the wind picks up. Bubba, Sam Burns.
I'll give you 2, man. I'm going Abe and Casey, $7,000. Those are, I mean, those might even be must plays for me. We didn't talk about Sergio, and Sergio plays Dye courses really well. His putter, man, it's like either so good or it's so friggin' bad. And then I think Westwood's out for me. So
Sergio, little red around him in terms of just like missed the last 3 cuts he's played.
Yeah. I don't know who else. I'm out on Cam Champ and Lee Westwood. Those are my 2 outs.
Anybody in the $6,000 range? We got to go here in a minute. So anything in the $6,000 range?
Yes. Hello. Give me Mr. Texas Wedge himself, Stuart Sink, all day long. Cam Davis, I think I like Cam here. Ryan Palmer, are you surprised to see him at $6,900?
Very. That's really cheap. Really cheap.
I think Carlos Ortiz looks
Charles
attractive
Schwartzel.
down there. I think Charles Schwartzel looks really, 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 really attractive down there at that price.
Yeah.
That might even be a good place to start your lineup. I think, and maybe I already did this. That's why I think I may have started my lineup in the $6,000 range and worked my way up. And like by the time you get to the $10,000 range, you'll soon realize you're out of money and you don't need anybody in the $10,000 range.
Mm-hmm.
And if you get 6 people in and, you're going with the right guys, I mean, I think we're pretty solid. So.
All right. We got to get down to our, anybody else want to mention the 6,000 before we get to our one and dones?
Nah, we're good, man. Yeah. Whoa, right. What about Lefty?
Lefty.
So just a question. We're you and I side bet.
Okay.
Do the 2 players that got an exemption, meaning Fowler and Mickelson, do they both make the cut this weekend?
Well, Fowler got the exemption for this one. Mickelson got the one for the U.S. Open. But yes.
Oh, that's right.
Okay. But do they both make the cut this weekend?
Yeah.
I don't think either one makes it.
Ooh.
What do you think?
No, I don't think both of them are going to make it.
I don't think either one. But are you picking one over the other? You think Phil makes it?
I think Phil can make it. Yeah, I think Phil's got a chance.
Okay.
I think Phil's got a chance.
It's a good bet. It's a good side bet.
Side hustle. Okay, one and done. You go first.
I'm taking Wonder Boy, Mr. Rory McIlory.
Oh, of course you are.
Been saving him.
Well, let me tell you who I'm taking. I'm taking the Aussie Aquaman. The fisherman himself. It's going to be the greatest catch, Kiawah Island Ocean Course, and Cam Smith is maybe he runs away with it. I don't know if he's going to run away with it or not, but I'm taking Cam Smith at least for a top 5 out of this guy.
It's a great pick. Any other predictions for this?
Let's see. I don't know. Oh, I got one. Does either BK or DJ withdraw before the weekend?
Voluntarily or involuntarily?
You mean like I fell down the steps kind of thing, or
I hurt my knee?
No, voluntarily. Like somebody just completely shits the bed on Thursday, and it's like I'm getting out of here.
I don't think so. I think BK, he hasn't done that yet, and he had chances at the Masters and last week to do it. Like, I hurt my knee, I can't play. So I don't think he's going to do it. DJ, if DJ plays really bad on Thursday, he could be. Yeah, he could. He could be wheels up.
I could see it. I could see it.
Yeah, but then again, he's got like a ton of family probably coming out to see him and everything. So I think there's a lot of personal pressure on him this week to perform well. So I think he's actually going to play pretty well. But again, I don't have enough confidence to allocate capital behind that, but I think he could for sure play well because of all that, mom and pa and everybody coming to see him, that kind of
all
thing.
This optimism you have. I like this.
Oh, yeah.
Family guy, big family guy. Hey.
All right. So there you go. There's our recap of the PGA. We hope to have PB Dye on the show this week. If not, we'll get him on again soon. I know he's been traveling, but coming up, we're going to talk about the AT&T Byron Nelson, some takeaways there, and our time at the Mitsubishi Classic with Miguel Jimenez and all those boys. So we'll be back in here in a few. Cheers.
Hola.